good morning or good afternoon, however this video hits you. No camera today. I don't have it set up yet behind me. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about something. Just, I don't know, within the last couple of days, I was talking to Jen, and I was, we had done our grocery shopping, and I'd seen the damage of that, and just many other things. And I told Jen, I said, I give it 2 months. I give it 2 months max. If we don't catch a break, meaning the American people, if we do not catch a break, and I mean a major break, there is no way that the average American family is going to be able to sustain past a couple more months. There are people that are doing anything and everything they have to just to put food on the table. I mean, it is getting bad. And a lot of people are going into debt just doing it. Just taking care of their normal everyday needs, they're going into debt. I'm telling you, it's bad. There's an article that I just saw on Facebook from KMOV, and I figured I would read it to you because I think it really hits the heart of the situation in this country. Americans dig into savings as inflation soars. Says with inflation hitting a 40-year high, soaring prices are forcing some Americans to make brutal decisions. And of course, I'll put the link to this article down in the description. For many, that means digging into their savings just to get by, and that's what I was talking about. That's been going on for some time. I mean, we are coming up to the third year of this nightmare, and I'm telling you, people have been using as many resources as they could come up with all this time just to keep afloat. People are running out of resources. This goes on to say Virginia resident Rosita Klein now searches several grocery stores for the cheapest options. Her husband is currently battling Parkinson's disease, making these price hikes far more painful. We are using our savings, she said. Klein adds that she is nervous about the future. Inflation in America surged in June with some of the steepest price hikes from June 2021 in places like Baltimore and Miami, with increases of 10.6%, Atlanta with an increase of 11.5%, Phoenix with an increase of 12.3%, and Alaska with an increase of 12.4%. Gasoline is up 60% in a year, while groceries are up 12%. Rent is seeing its highest monthly rise in rent since 1986. All of those hikes are straining Karen Martin, a 911 operator near Tampa, Florida. She is a single mom raising 2 sons while making less than $20 an hour. There was a comment that I was going to make. These price hikes. I saw somebody make a comment on Facebook earlier today, and it is interesting. How come because of the pandemic and because of the help that people received due to the pandemic, how come that is causing this just mass inflation, but yet we can just print money left and right for the military-industrial complex, and that's never seemed to have caused mass inflation, even though we didn't have that money to be spending? Things that make you go, Anyway, let's see. Back to Karen Martin. She says, I am not making ends meet. I am not making it. I'm spending my savings. I get paid tomorrow, and already my whole paycheck is spoken for. It's the first time in my life I've had to apply for food stamps because I don't know how we're going to continue eating groceries, she said. Consumer sentiment hit a record low last month as new polling shows 42% of Americans are struggling to remain where they are financially, nearly a double from a year ago, and 85% think the economy is getting worse. Especially after COVID, nobody has money for anything, and now everything goes up higher and higher, Eric Johnson said. It's forcing families to make brutal decisions. It's like, what do you want, eat or drive, Sacramento resident Janet Nelson said. Some are foregoing bills or medications, and many others are turning to assistance programs like food banks. We have seen skyrocketing numbers of people needing food, and unfortunately we're not getting the same level of donations that we used to, River City Food Bank Executive Director Amanda McCarthy said. On top of the brutal price hikes, Bonita Wesley expects to face sizable rent hike in the months ahead. She says most likely will not be able to afford it. She most likely will not be able. I probably would not. I probably would have to move in with my kids, she said. Sorry, I'm starting to garble this. By estimate, the typical American household is now spending more than $500 more every month. Now that's over, that's $500 more, not $500, $500 more every month on the same goods and services. Many Americans say their salaries are not keeping up with the rate of inflation. Well, they haven't for 30, 40 years, to be real honest with you. But it's ridiculous. And with the increase in energy costs, people are really getting slammed with their utility bills. I'm telling you, I cannot see how the average American is going to be able to continue moving forward within the next couple of months. I just do not see. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to prophesy anything or anything like that. I feel like I'm just being Captain Obvious here. But man, keep poking at it. Keep getting ready. Don't give up. Keep encouraging others to do the same. I do not think we got much further. So I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's time. Man, things have been going south for going on 3 years now, with no indication, not even the slightest indication of things getting better. In fact, we have nothing but indication that things are going to fall off a cliff. When and how, none of us can tell. One thing that we can all be sure of is that how we prepare today is how we can respond tomorrow. Shalom.